more opportunities to connect, to meet more people. However, I want to leave us with something that is very important. As beautiful as the initial spark might be, as interesting as you might find the person, what matters is really what you do after now. So many times people come to events like this and, they exchange contacts. And just because you exchange contacts and all of a sudden now you can see what the person is doing, the person can see what you are doing, that's not connection. Connection starts when you have conversations after you leave this auditorium. Connection starts when they make a post about their work and you engage with it. Connection starts when you are consistently in each other's spaces. You are learning more about the work that they do. And that is how collaborations happen. That is how we give room to, people coming together, being change makers together, inspiring each other, challenging each other to do better. So I would like to say that there is greatness in each and every single person here. So yes, you might meet somebody who, to you might just be an 100-level student, does business, but that business has the potential to be limitless, right? That business has the potential to be limitless, right? Okay, so beyond now, I'm encouraging you to please build connection after this event, have conversations, and do not let the networking just end here, because in that sense, it wouldn't really be networking. Are we clear? Are we clear? Okay, so in the next few minutes, we'll be having our first speaker come on board. Who's excited? You guys don't sound excited. We're getting there, but, I think I'll say we're still at like a 39%. So who's excited to be in this room? Who's excited to hear ideas worth sharing? Come on, you guys, maybe 52 now. We're still getting there. We're still getting there. Okay, so we'd like to implore us that when the speakers come, we like us to kindly be respectful. As much as I know that you want to, take pictures, get videos, you are allowed to do all of that, but as long as it does not, disrupt the flow. Also, please do not let that prevent you from actually getting the value that they are here to offer. So can we, with a standing ovation, welcome Dr. Ogundele Olorunfemi. Please, a round of applause. Please keep it coming and please remain standing. Okay, we can have our seats now. Thank you so much, sir, for gracing us with your presence. Okay, so we'll be having our other speakers coming in, and our first speaker will be coming up very soon. But before that, I think you've heard enough of my voice and his voice, so let's give you a few minutes to just decongest. Also, please, we don't need to announce to network before you network. So the person sitting down beside you, that's your conversation that I interrupted before. You can continue the conversation now. Okay, please, with another standing ovation and a round of applause, can we welcome Ms. Chisom? She has graced us with such a beautiful presence, and she's looking very beautiful, might I add. Do we agree? From the reaction, Ma, you can tell that, that's a truth that we can't deny. So please, let's appreciate her once again. We can have our seats, please.
I knew you were saving your energy. I could hear those screams from outside. Please, a round of applause for her.
Please, can we have a standing ovation for our speakers that have joined us? We have with us Jael Damina. We also have with us Ray Timsey. And as well, we have with us Tim Joel. So now, I'm going to go back and say that I think we're at 75% now. So come on, appreciate yourself once more. Okay, but it's only getting better from here on out because like we said, in this room we are... Okay, thank you so much. You can have your seats now. Right now, we want to introduce someone who has been very crucial in making this all happen. We know that it takes someone who is a change maker, someone who is a trailblazer, someone who is a pace setter, to conceive an idea, to conceptualize that idea, to execute the idea, and bring a vision to reality. Many people dream, but some people have the courage to make their dreams reality. So again, I'm sorry I'm asking you to stand so much, but you know, like we said, in this room, we are sharing ideas that are worth sharing, and one person's story might just be what inspires yours. So I want us to, with a standing ovation, appreciate and welcome the person that has made all of this possible, that has gathered all of us here today, that has conceptualized this idea, that has brought this vision to reality. I mean, the first of its kind. Definitely not the last of its kind. So please, can we welcome an organizer, Miss Zoe Oluwatosin. Please, this is our licensee and she is the reason why we are here. Come on, can you keep it up?
Thank you very much, everyone. First of all, I'd like to apologize that we started late because of the rain. It was beyond our control. So please forgive us. First of all, and also to welcome you to the maiden edition of TEDx UNIMED 2025. Come on. Thank you. We can have our seats. Thank you very much. Yeah. So on behalf of the organizing committee, I'm beyond excited to welcome you to TEDx UNIMED 2025, the maiden edition of what we believe will become a powerful tradition of bold ideas, creativity, and limitless inspiration right here in Ondo State. Ondo City, to be precise. My name is Zoe Oluwatosin Eniola. I'm a 400 level clinical student. Yeah, at UNIMED, and I'm the proud licensee and organizer of this event. So what started as a line of thought, what started as a seed of idea, has now become a room full of energy, innovation, and people who believe in the power of ideas to shape the future. This year's theme is limitless. Come on. Really what this event stands for is a reminder we are not confined by our backgrounds, our titles, and our current reality. We are driven by vision. Come on, by purpose and by the courage to explore new frontiers. Whether you're a student or you're a speaker, like, come on, our beautiful speakers here. You guys are looking like, come on. Okay, a speaker, a guest, or part of our incredible volunteer team. I would like to sincerely thank everyone who made this day possible. Yeah, like the organizing committee, thank you so much. The partnership and sponsorship team, the content team, the protocol, the ushers, what am I forgetting again? The volunteers, the compare, come on. Give a shout out to our compare. And every single one of you. And you guys, like, it will not be TEDx UNIMED without everyone here. So thank you so much for getting our tickets, for turning up for TEDx UNIMED 2025. I'm so grateful. And special appreciation to those who supported UNIMED through and through. We see you, we value you, and we're grateful. As we begin, I invite you to open your mind, ask bold questions, because obviously that's what this event is all about. And most importantly, stay present. This is our moment to connect, to grow, and to dream without limitless. Once again, welcome to TEDx UNIMED 2025. Be limitless. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Please, a round of applause for our licensee. All right, so it is more than obvious that we're about to get into the business. But right before we get into that, we are going to have a speaking engagement from a very important body that is here today. Their contribution is the reason that why we can all be here and witness greatness. So I want you to stand up, put your hands together as Lapo Microfinance Bank heads to the podium to give us their speaking engagement. Please keep clapping. Please keep clapping. Thank you very much. Please keep clapping. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ewosan Igariban, which can be translated to be God's time. So my name is God's time, and I work with Lapo Microfinance Bank, the head of financial inclusion, and this is my dream and this is my drive. Once upon a time, I was once like you guys too. Again, the world is so dicey and funny that everybody has a dream. But what the world have for you and what you have for yourself might not be same. There could be a challenge that will be thrown to you. How do you turn that challenge into an opportunity? Matters a lot. Today, we are here because there was a challenge far back in the late 1980s that bet Lapo Microfinance Bank. Lapo stands for Lift Above Poverty Organization. And when it started with 3 women. 100 naira was given to each of the 3 women for business. So the founder of the bank, Dr. Godwin Egiamuso, turned the challenge into opportunity that today we have our presence in more than 34 states of the nation, with more than 500 branches today, with over 6,000 persons that are benefiting from Lapo. So I'm here to give us a good news. I was telling my colleagues that this opportunity that you guys have today, we are not having that opportunity in our own days back. You are being groomed today to face the world, taking advantage of what some sees as impossible, turning opportunity into a life. Thank God that we are in partnership with TEDx. That equally have the youths, the women, those with disability. The men are not left out. So that is by the wayside. We have a lot of products that can actually meet your students. They are into businesses already. Can actually help you to grow that business from small to medium, from medium to what? To large. So LAPO can equally give up to 100 million if you are for those interested for loan. We have channels to ease your reach to your own savings. LAPO have a debit card, normally called ATM card. We equally have mobile app. So you can go to Google Play and download our own mobile app also to aid and support your savings also. We have POS. For those that are interested, for example, the students, you need a POS. We have a POS, and the charges are what? Lower than that of OPay and the rest. So today, like I said, what the world is having for you and what you have for yourself, you can actually translate them to become an opportunity that will take you to a greater height. So with this, I want to say a very big thank you to the organizer of this program, and we are still looking forward to reach out to more youth within the ecosystem, because the youth of today, they are the builder of the nation tomorrow. Translate your opportunity that you have now, and will be proud of you. Thank you.
Keep the claps going, please. Thank you. All right. Thank you very much. For an environment like ours, the work that they do have living better lives thanks to their presence. So we should be grateful for all that they do. She spoke about turning the opportunities we have today into realities that we can be proud of tomorrow. That's the vision that we can all key into. Pokes a lot of questions, like, what do you know about data analytics or data engineering? Well, it doesn't matter how much you do, she knows a lot. I'm going to introduce Chisom Mbemba. She is a data analytics professional with 6 years of experience. She's passionate about democratizing data knowledge through education and mentorship. Defying the odds of traditional career paths, she transitioned from a degree of nursing sciences to a thriving career in data and demonstrating her ability to break down professional boundaries. This personal experience fuels her commitment to lowering the barrier for entry for others into our work with global edtechs and international organizations. Her background spans analytic engineering, currently database tycoon, and consulting, formerly at Brooklyn Data. In 2019, Less Than a Data Hackathon, showcasing her early talents and drive. Over the years, she has developed and taught data courses, including SQL, for the data science faculties of Ed Technologies, like UTIVA. Her ability to explain complex technical concepts clearly and effectively has earned her the affectionate nicknames like SQL Queen and SQL Veteran among her students. She's a two-time award winner, Connected Award 23, Digital Transformation Award 24, and the convener of the BWP community. She has partnered with edtechs like UTIVA, Tallstack to train 3,000 students globally in data skills like SQL and BI. Beyond her professional pursuits, she enjoys exploring other cultures through travel and can sometimes be found hosting red carpet interviews and engaging in conversations from people from all walks of life. I just went to read about an interesting personality. She's going to come up stage. I want your hands to keep clapping. She does work that I don't even understand. Please put your hands together for Chisom Mbemba. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Before we start, I want everybody to say something with me. Say, I am allowed to evolve. Allowed to evolve.
what if I make a video and people don't like it? It doesn't really matter though. People that will like it will like 100%. Your favorite content creator, when you show your friends that content, does not mean that person is a bad content creator. Just that your content is not my taste. So you cannot make everybody like your content. So if someone makes a negative comment, you can just choose to ignore it. And other comments can make you can make you work on yourself better. Because the other time when I was still making all these spawns, I made a video, then I sent it to a group. Then somebody saw it. It was a joke about, I said, let me try to remember the joke very well. All right, I said, if a prince goes bald, I was like, why? I was like, because he's bald, so he's no longer heir to the throne. So it was like, that does not make any sense and everything. And I was like, it doesn't have to make sense. It's a dry joke. And I was like, okay, so I didn't like what he said though. So I just said, okay, I'll make another video that will make sense and I will show you. But I made another video, but that one did not make sense, yeah. So it later showed, but then I still kept making videos and all that. So ignore negative comments, work on yourself through the comments, look at the comments. There are some that you have to ignore completely. You know, when somebody is criticizing you in a way that wants you to get better, and when someone is criticizing in a way that wants you to feel bad, you just know the ones to ignore and know the ones to like take note of and work on. So, and also, you know, while creating wealth, of course, you need wealth to upskill. So there's no way, regardless of what you are doing, you have to find a way to monetize it, because you will just remain stagnant. You will not upskill so much. Because when I started shooting with not so good phone or no lights, whatever, but because I was able to like generate money from it, I was able to like get other equipment and all that. So you need that. Then the third one is to be consistent. And I've told you that it doesn't matter how slowly you go, as long as you don't stop working. And you know, and I've told you that, I think I mentioned that consistency will take you to places where talents will not get you to. Because I'm in pediatrics posting right now, and we talked about development in class. And development of a child. Now, development of a child involves interaction between genetics and environment, or heredity and environment. So now, heredity is what will give you a potential, or your genetics will give you a potential. But environment is now what will influence the extent to which you achieve that potential. And it's not the same thing as your talents and consistency. So talent will give you that inner gift, to give you that potential, but it's consistency that will now make you achieve the potential or perform more than what you can actually do. Your talent will not get you too far if you are not consistent with it. So stay consistent. So now I'm going to end this TED Talk with my favorite quote from Steve Jobs, and it says, your work is going to fill a large part of your life. And the only way to be truly satisfied is to love what you do. No, the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you have not found it yet, don't settle, keep looking. As with all matters of the arts, you will know when you find it. Thank you very much.
A round of applause for our last speaker. Okay, the last half hour has been impactful. We've learned that in order to evolve, you have to start. But if I want to give you more motivation, you have to add me to the list there. So, Ray Timsey spoke a lot. He reminded us that if you love what you do, it's not working. He reminded us that you have to start to be great. He spoke about the importance of perseverance, consistency, and introspection with the craft that you have. Mastery craft, and he ended with the importance of your environment. These are things that we have to go home and ponder about. So, Dr. Akimbile, I can't call you without laughing. It's happened. You see the TEDx UNIMED, in case you're looking to transfer. UNIMED. Yes. Thank you. So, our last speaker struggles in world rounds. Our next speaker is the master of world rounds. Please.
Okay, we're loving the energy here. The next person we're going to be calling on is someone who is a father to many of us in this room, who inspires us to be more, shows us that in a career field that can be, as serious as medicine, there are really no limits as well. And I've had the privilege of introducing him, I think the second time. And I'm just really going to say that this is the time for us to pay attention. There's been a lot that has been said so far, and more is still to come. So, we know the drill. Let's listen raptly while we read the bio, and with a standing ovation and a round of applause while the speaker comes up. So I have the privilege of welcoming Dr. Olorunfemi Akimbode Ogundele. He's a practicing physician, associate professor of public health and community medicine, and a child health epidemiologist in the Department of Community Medicine at this university, the University of Medical Sciences, Ondo City. He also serves as chief consultant at the University of Medical Sciences Teaching Hospital, Ondo. In addition to his clinical and academic roles, he's acting director of academic planning and quality assurance at the university, and the project coordinator for the Ford Foundation-supported Sparkle project. Dr. Ogundele earned his Bachelor of Medicine, Bachelor of Surgery, and Master of Public Health degrees from Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife. He completed his postgraduate residency training in community medicine at the Obafemi Awolowo University Teaching Hospital and became a fellow of the West African College of Physicians. He received advanced training in vaccinology from the International Vaccine Institute in Seoul, South Korea, as well as in public health program evaluation at Obafemi Awolowo University. His research focuses on the determinants of child health, vaccine preventable diseases, and the development of sustainable immunization strategies in resource-limited settings. His work bridges research and policy, contributing to improved development of Nigeria's first National Youth Index and the State of Youth Report. Beyond research, he is actively involved in the training and mentorship of medical students, graduate students, resident doctors, and other health professionals. With a standing ovation, can we welcome someone who has contributed to a better health for our greater nation?
Thank you so much. Ola, can we have our seats? I think this is a great privilege to be in your midst. I do a lot of public speaking, so let me look at my time so that I don't go beyond it. All right. Now, oh, great. Just leave that picture there, please, just for 1 minute. When I sent this picture, my son asked me, Daddy, why did you send that picture where your head was bent? Can you put it back? If I have better pictures, I can say, you know what? I deliberately sent that pictures because I know the gathering I was coming to. When I was younger, the people that I admire, the people that control, the people that were out of the cohort, always had their picture with their head bent. I know what that means. That means they controlled wealth. So when they were the rich one, I can roll them out for you. They were ahead of our generation. So at that point, I told myself, okay, so when I got to a certain age, even though I had not controlled that wealth I wanted then, so I decided it was time for me to bend my head. And that's on the lighter note, but that tells you where I'm coming to and where I'm coming from. Imagine graduating with a medical degree, late 90s, early 2000, and then forging ahead and thinking the place to go is community medicine. And remember, that picture meant a lot, and I'm going to still talk to you. That will be what I'm talking about. And so, I was like, why community medicine? Why there could be other things? So, in between, I struggled. I wanted to be, something else. The stethoscope was good on my neck. I thought, okay, cardiology could be there, and blah, blah, blah. I just didn't get it. So, I veer off and said, okay, let me go do this. Because those periods, the people we emulated, there's a popular word we use when we were in school. We say they use jeep to pursue mosquito. They're not in the clinic. All they need to do is get a good jeep, because that comes from grants and the rest of them, and move around trying to see what is happening in the community, and they appear wealthier than those who kept themselves in the clinic. So that's what we meant in medical school. So I said, okay, so let's see whether we can actually use jeep to pursue mosquitoes. And you can't be in community medicine without pursuing mosquitoes anyway, because you must look at public health and look at health of the people. So I started and we moved on like that. When I got in, I told myself to carve a niche in a place where there are many ahead. You have to start looking for something else. And like our first speaker said, you evolve. So after a few were running residency and the rest of them, I thought, okay, so let's see whether we can have some data analytics skills. So I started writing papers. I joined people because they will need my skill. I will analyze the paper, I will earn authorship. And so in that light, we continued the career. And then, so by the time I was leaving residency, it was clear in my head, I haven't thought I wanted to pick up a senior post. Everywhere I attempted to think, I won't mention institutions, I negotiated to start at the level of a senior lecturer because I'd taken time to personally develop myself to that point. So I wasn't going to negotiate for anything less. Fast forward, things played out, and then we said, okay, this is what everybody say. The field where I'm writing is commonly called reproductive. I said, what would be new that I would do? Okay, can I try and concentrate and say, look, this is my field? So I started searching around, and one day I found out that, okay, if you're in reproductive health, you can pick a place and say, maternal health, child health. So I said, all right, so I want to be a maternal and child health epidemiologist. Meanwhile, I'm clearing my head what I was doing. So just like joke, and then one university said, look, can you come as an external examiner? They said, what's your field? I said, maternal and child health epidemiologist. The person was struggling. He said, okay, reproductive health. So that I can catch up with what I'm actually doing. And then one thing led to the other, and on like that. So while doing residency, there was a part of me that felt it was more than just being a physician. And so I started building networks of mentees. Once I'm a bit ahead of you, I pull you into my group deliberately. I was deliberate about it and started building on that. I'll talk to that just before I round up. So after a while and running through some of these things, gradually rising, I discovered that my head was not going to bend this way except I do something else. So I told myself I was going to evolve. I'll keep myself as an academic, I'll stand strong, but I'll do something else. So what was it? I made my first business attempt some 15 years or thereabout ago. And my first business attempt was 9 million naira. I went into oil. You can imagine my salary at that time, as a resident and blah, blah. And so I went into oil. We were supplying some big companies. And then the business ran into a hitch. We lost all the money. So I got a bit discouraged. And I told myself, you just got to do something else. Whereby, if they say, oh, there's a strike, the system is not working, you don't feel it. And then I move on, paid up the loan, and went into something else again, and started, and on like that. I kept it low, building my academic career, but very completely, in quiet manner, into entrepreneurship. So from there, I moved to haulage services. Because I'm talking to young people, you won't even hear this in my CV because it's not part of my CV. So I moved into haulage service, and then we moved for some of the larger beauty company in the nation. Again, resilience, choosing to go beyond your limits. We had issues in the business again, and then one day I sat down. My wife happened to be a neonatologist. I said, look, can we do something we truly know? So we made up our mind, let's veer into health service provisions. And that's where we are now. I won't talk too much into that. Health service provision, you understand what I mean? You could be in the lab, you could be in building of, provision of health services within the clinics. And the driving force were really that, look, I got to make myself a bit different from the regular ones. Be sound academics, turn around and be sure that, look, even though I'm pursuing this, my head will eventually get bent like this. In other words, I can control the funds, I can control the money, and I can impact life by teaching, by training, and by mentoring. Thank you very much. I leave you with this. It looks so funny that was the driving force. There's always a dream in your heart. Ensure once you are clear about it, you don't move away from it. I wanted to keep my medical career, and sincerely, that gives me a platform, even in the midst of business people. When I talk and I say, some of my partners in college, they say, he's a doctor, what's he doing in college? At the point I fired to one of the biggest company in Nigeria, somewhere in Ibadan, I'll cover the name because I'm live. It was like, what's a doctor doing with this? And really, each time they sit down, they relate with me. They relate from the perspective that, okay, you are up there. If you're in this with us, I think we should give you that honor. And so that opened me more to some of the things I can do. So in the front, academics, I'm trying to hold on, cap manage, stand out in the midst of the cohorts. The other way around, I'm also ensuring that, look, whatever it is, I'm standing. And so one, as I leave, hold on tight to your dream, whatever it is that that's in your heart. Number two, you will never have a perfect situation to start. You will never have. If I tell you how I rake around the first 9 million, and if I'm saying 9 million 12, 15 years ago, you understand what I mean. I'm not talking now. And those periods, it was easy to pick up one income in 3 months. You want to buy what you can buy. So be sure that, look, you tell yourself that. And lastly, tell yourself, I'm going to be above every limit. I'm just going to be different. Sincerely, I've always wanted to be different. Different in appearance, different in comportment, different in what I do. Why I align with the general thing, so that somebody knows, oh, that's the guy. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the day.
I know we can do better than that. Wow. It's getting intense in here, right? Is it? Whew. I need you to breathe in. Come on, do that with me. Breathe in. Now breathe out. Now I know that a lot has been said. Some of us are planning, how we are going to get our photos taken with our next Benz. Because that might be somebody's next dream in here. But thank you so much, sir. Please, let's appreciate him once again. He has said a lot of things. But you see, some of what he said, just, to coordinate it with what we've heard in the last 3 sessions. I think for me, it's really a dawning on that being limitless does not happen to you by accident. It's intention. You must just get to that point where you decide that you are going to be above every limit, even if that means being different. So I know that a lot has been shared right now. We're thinking our hearts are heavy, our minds have been inspired, somebody in here is being challenged. So we're going to give us a breather. We're going to have a very short, relaxing, and insightful session coming up next. You can.
All right, thank you very much. So our brains have been stimulated. Now our ears will get stimulated. The person I'm calling up next is a voice that you want to listen to. She's a musician and is scintillating. Ladies and gentlemen, your hands together for Angela as she heads her way to the stage.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's my greatest delight to stand here before all of you to sing one of my favorite songs. The song is your reminder that the greatest way that you can love yourself as a person is to go after that thing you love. Don't stay in anyone's shadows. Don't hide behind anyone. Go for what you want to do. Even if you fail, even if you succeed, you will never know if you don't try, if you are going to fail or if you are going to succeed. So try, start, go for it. Your dignity lies in that. The song is Greatest Love of All by Whitney Houston. I don't know if the media team is alerted. Okay. I apologize for the delay. I already made an instrumental available prior to now, but I think they have some issues with finding it. That's why. I think I'm going to be forced to do an a cappella session without the necessary instruments. Please, can the music playing currently be paused? Thank you very much. Thank you. I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Everybody's searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to. I never found anyone who fulfilled my needs. A lonely place to be. And so I learned to depend on me. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadows. If I fail, if I succeed, at least to live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity. Because the greatest love of all is happening to me. Oh, I found the greatest love of all inside of me. I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Or give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadows. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I'll live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity. Because the greatest love of all is happening to me. Oh, I found the greatest love of all inside of me. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadows. If I fail, if I succeed, at least to live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity. Because the greatest love of all is happening to me. Oh, I found the greatest love of all inside of me. And if by chance that special place, oh, that you've been dreaming of leads you to a lonely place, find your strength in love. Thank you so much.
A round of applause for our last performer, please. I have a lot of respect for musicians because it's one of the few things that I do not know how to do. So whenever I hear, everybody has heard me singing, I suffered for it. So whenever I hear someone come up and sing, it's always exciting. All right. Our next speaker is not a new face. She's a creative and is a Nigerian singer, actress, screen and self-discovery, known for emotionally resonant performances, Jael brings raw honesty and useful depth to every medium she touches. She first gained prominence as an actress in the hit web series Best Friends in the World. I know, right? And has since then continued to captivate audiences with her ability to blend vulnerability and strength. On screen and through songs in projects like Gully, she studied creative writing at Full Sail University. Jael is passionate about creating stories that reflect personal growth and the complexity of human connection. Alongside her sisters, Jael is co-founder of film company Neptune Tree Studios, which has amassed a great fan base as they continue to craft stories dedicated to making art that feels like homes for those learning to belong to themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, your hands together as I welcome to the stage, Jael Damina.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is such an honor to be here today in front of each and every one of you. I'm so excited. I have heard about TED and I've known about TED for such a long time. So this is one of my bucket list, items checked off, and I'm so grateful to everyone who organized this. Please, a round of applause for the people who organized this wonderful event. It looks so beautiful. It's so wonderful. And I'm so excited to share what I have to share with you today. If you had told 8-year-old me that I would be standing here today as an actor, as a writer, as a singer to share my story with you, I would have called you crazy, or I would have laughed in your face in utter disbelief because, who am I? And I know that a lot of us have heard this statement before from other people, but personally for me, the statement is a bit different. If you had told 8-year-old me the same thing, she would have probably said, sounds about right. Not because she's cocky or because she's proud or she has an ego, but simply because of blind faith. Faith that she would get here. She didn't know how she would get here. She didn't know the path that would lead her here. But she believed that she would get here. And that is part of being limitless. It is choosing yourself. Choosing to believe in yourself when no one else does. Choosing to aspire, choosing to evolve. It is choosing to take the first step even when you don't see the full map yet. And I know that growth, part of growing is hard work and perseverance and hustling and putting in the grind. But a large part of growth is having faith. Faith that you deserve everything you dream of. Faith that you deserve to be where you are and to be where you aspire to be. As a child, I wanted to be everything. I'm not even joking. I wanted to be everything I could think of, everything I could imagine. I wanted to be a model, a fashion designer, a doctor. And I couldn't even stand the sight of blood, but I wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to be a princess, a sword-wielding warrior. My imagination was limitless. And I know that a lot of us growing up, our imaginations were limitless when it came to the things that we wanted to be. But then along the way, life chips at you, chips at your dreams. People's fears start to become your own. People's limits, you start to absorb them. And then all of a sudden, you start thinking, okay, let me be realistic. Let me do the one that is most likely to work. But if there's anything you should know, is that anything can work and everything can work as long as you can think it, you can see it, you can imagine it, it can work. And at the time when I was